Okay.
Hello.
Definitely don't eat 5 bananas in a day. That's what you learned.
Yeah, I think everyone knew that, right?
Yo,
Yo,
bloody big bro.
we'll do one yo each.
Okay, go. Yo.
Yo.
It's your boy. It's your boy. Seafoam
Wow.
Sosh.
That sounded
today,
like a rap.
Yeah, we released it soon on iTunes. Today, got with me
Your non-threatening co-star, Floppy Bob.
Nice one.
You're fun lesbian. Sister.
Are you sure you want to go with fun?
I'm actually bisexual. If we're gonna get technical, I'm actually pansexual.
Also, are you fun? That's the thing people are wondering. Yes.
Are you a humble?
People are questioning their sexuality.
Are you a humble Broadway legend?
I'm definitely not fun.
Exactly. There you go. That's what we're waiting for. How's everyone doing? Everyone all right? Thanks for joining us on a Monday night.
Yo.
Appreciate that. I hope you guys are good. Cool. Should we dive right in? We've actually seen this episode twice now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yes, actually, not the one to watch twice.
Oh my god, not
Very
ever.
true.
I love it.
Ever again.
Okay, so first we've got to deal with. Actually, no, I'll say it at the end. Remind me, I've got someone very important I want to talk about at the end.
Me?
No, you can probably guess who it is. So first of all, Manila. Bit suspense. Manila got kicked. You must know who do I always want to talk about 24/7?
Gia.
Yes, Gia.
Oh my god.
J-Lee. Repping for damn.
Yeah, you really
Oh
are.
my god. Bring back Jay.
Okay, so the first thing that happens
Justice for Jay.
is Manila talk about Manila's elimination.
All right.
And my notes on this are: Naomi don't give a shit. The trees don't give a shit.
Nobody gives
Monique
a shit.
actively excited. Yeah, ain't nobody give a shit. But I think that's quite interesting. I think we should talk about that because Manila had been performing amazingly well the whole time. She seemed very nice, but was that just on camera maybe? Because
I
people
feel like everybody got the vibe that I got.
yes, I'm going to say because a few
about
people, I've heard a couple of people say that, actually. So I liked her, what I saw of her. So I was a bit unsure of her before All Stars 4, but since seeing her on All Stars 4, I really warmed to her. But I heard a couple of people say I didn't really warm to her. So I wonder whether maybe it was a bit fake, maybe it was a bit of a camera persona. It's again, it just seems strange, but literally no queen, especially Latrice, was even a little bit upset Manila left.
I know.
Everyone was living for it.
Yeah.
It just shows that Manila was really overacting with that fucking
Crying, fake
It's
crying.
like,
But
bitch, she's not dead.
But I also wonder if it's from a competition perspective, they are just genuinely. It went from kind of like the Ben de la Creme thing of genuinely being if she's still there towards the end of the competition, none of us can win.
Yeah.
And I think that is the thing with Manila. You're even if she ended up being in the bottom for the next couple of weeks, she'd still have a good chance of winning.
Yeah, and she's not going to end up in the bottom.
No.
But that's what I mean. But that's what I mean. Sorry, go on, you go.
Once a queen starts doing well, I feel like the judges kind of
I don't know the camera. Oh, sorry.
What? What's going on?
Has the camera gone further down? No, it's not. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
You're just trying to aim it on your crotch again.
Oh, it's always people. I know what people want. Sorry, go on. I interrupt you. Go on.
You need better jeans. Anyways.
I bought better jeans. I showed you
earlier.
earlier.
Runway.
They're too shiny. They're too
Guys,
shiny.
it's a new hoodie. Talk about it because I like it.
Thank you. I bought another new one as well.
Thank you.
I'll show you later. Thank you guys. Appreciate
And this
it.
is his hoodie, by the way. That's why it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. Your budget move.
I'm not even wearing lipstick. It's the whole thing.
Go get your point out.
Go on,
What I'm saying is, I feel like
Not
once the queens start doing well, the judges are like, okay, I like that one, and then they're like, it's less likely that she's gonna be in the bottom in the future, unless she does really shit kind of thing, like really really shit. I don't know. Maybe it's a mood point.
Sorry, I blanked out halfway through. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, so I was gonna comment on it. I've got nothing to say. I don't know what you said.
Let's talk about
It's fine.
Squarespace.
No, let's continue this point first because you're Kurt said Trinity's the only one that kind of gave a shit, but she didn't really. She plays everything up for the camera. That's what I mean. But I would assume. I think as you said, Bob. I'd assume the queens would be grateful she got kicked out because of the competition. I think it'd also be sad for her if they really cared at the same time.
That's
imagine
true.
everyone's reaction. I know, but no one voted for Shangela in her season as well, which
Yeah.
kind of says the same sort of thing.
Don't get me started on that.
I don't know, but imagine if Adore had got kicked out top 3 or something like that. I think the other queens would have been upset because again she's so likable as a person, whenever everyone built a connection with her or whatever.
Yeah.
It's different, but whereas Like, yeah, it just seems strange to me that no one was like sad for her or like sad about the situation, as
They
well
were
as
just
being
like gagged, like, oh shit, like.
Yeah, I mean, which I expect
It's
as well.
anybody's game now.
Yeah.
But no one was like, oh, Miss Manila.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Look,
Vanilla.
has anyone got the phone?
Oh, it's really good.
Has anyone got the phone?
Mine's charging.
I'll try and find the Instagram. Manila's
Siamese
look was apparently really good. I saw Nina
So
Bonina's look was great as well, as always.
Okay.
She's like a thing for her. So quickly look it up.
Oh, can we talk about Nina's reaction to the? So basically, well, we can't talk about the looks yet, can we?
Oh, this one. Oh, that's
So
great.
good.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's really good.
That's beautiful.
That would have won. That's like one of my favourite looks. Damn.
That's good.
Oh, now I'm pissed off again that she went.
Yeah.
Okay, so what were you saying?
No, we'll talk about it once we get to the looks.
Okay. So I wrote Sex in the Who because I haven't seen Sex in the City, so I don't really. Obviously, you guys, I'm sure you expect anything different.
Don't try to fucking play the hipster with Sex in the
Hipster. I mean, you see my flat. Am I trying to play the hipster?
Well, yeah, but it's like, oh no, I only like
Zelda. I mean, it's not hipster, is it?
The Lebanese Zelda version. Like, everybody fucking. I love the Lebanese Zelda version. Everybody has heard of Sex in the City, okay?
I'm not saying I haven't heard of it. I'm saying I don't get the characters. I can't comment. Actually, I
You know.
In fairness, the characters can be quite one-dimensional in that show.
It's a shit show.
Yeah.
Yeah, it never appealed to me.
But it's a shit show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've got
But
some
it was revolutionary at the time. Not revolutionary, but it was like it had its moment just because it was like, oh, it's a show like around 4 women and they've got voices and it's like they're sexual and stuff, but at the same
But it's
time,
a parody
there was a
of
lot
that,
wrong
wasn't
with
it?
There was a lot wrong with it.
But I mean, like the actual show was like a parody. I didn't really watch this. I haven't seen an episode, but like I got the impression that the show was kind of like a parody on that itself. It was kind of like this is what women talk about. Like,
no, it wasn't.
Unfortunately, not.
No, it was just like.
Yeah.
Women talk about dicks too, guys.
But I think
that's what I mean. But it's a bit like I
find it quite hard to watch sometimes. Like I think when it first came out, I was like, oh, this is interesting and new. And I watched a couple of episodes recently with my sister, probably a couple of months ago. And I just remember realizing that I hated every single character.
Yeah.
Apart from the one played by Cynthia.
Yeah.
Nixon.
Well, we're going around a little bit, but that was one of the comments made about Naomi, right? Is that she wasn't likable. But again, I don't really know the characters.
Oh, she wasn't that likable.
But even, I know full Jessica Parker is likable. Oh, absolutely. She's supposed to be like self-centered and like
because she's always fucking talking about Mr. Big, and then she's always like someone did it. There was this really interesting article where someone like detailed the amount of money she spent per episode, basically, and like totaled it up, and they're like, yeah, so she's easily in millions of dollars of debt. Like, and I think that's also part of the problem I had with the show. Sorry, like slight left wing rant here, but like genuinely found the whole thing just like this is such a weird model of like hyper capitalism that's like super like it's kind of so messed up because the women just like in there like never really seem to work. Like Carrie's blog is somehow magically massive despite the fact that she can't write for shit.
Yeah.
And it's just like
it's terrible.
It's always just like
writing is terrible.
Oh yeah, because it's always just like
you can't even English. You can't even English. You think it's
English.
terrible.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. If you're saying that,
you just always it's always like, well, I wondered, am I the monster or is the monster
really?
me?
Oh my god, it's like one of my visual novels.
Your visual novels actually are good.
Do I read the script or does the script read?
Yeah, it's always that kind of bullshit.
Oh my gosh, like fuck.
Which one was Carrie? Was that Latrice?
I think the only good episode.
Naomi.
The only good episode was when
Carrie. Oh, is that the name of her character?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay.
She's the worst. The only good episode is when Samantha shacked up with this Brazilian lesbian lady, Sonia Braga. Ooh, yeah.
Represent Brazil.
Represent. Who is an actual legend in Brazil? Sonia Braga is an incredible actress, and she had like a few episodes in the Sex and the City, and she was an interesting character, and she brought something to the show for fucking once. So that's what I have to say about that.
Okay. Well, so I was talking about her characterization. Let's go through them one by one. So obviously Naomi said she's seen every episode 5 times. She's like fully obsessed with Sex and the City.
Right, but that worked against Farrah, wasn't it, in season 9?
With the Kardashians.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which like, and then that never is good. Like pretty much anyone who's ever like, oh my god, I've seen every episode. Like Alexis Michelle.
And that's what I was thinking. Alexis Michelle with the 902,
Yeah, every time someone's like, oh my god, I've like
I'm
watched
the
every
biggest
episode,
fan.
they fail because they can't like distance themselves.
But how did she get the characterization so wrong though? Surely you would.
I think Naomi played it as herself. Like Naomi played kind of a slightly bitchy, slightly evil version of Sarah Jessica Parker, where she's just meant to be like. Well, I mean, this is also partly why I find her character so irritating in the actual show. Is like she's meant to be so naive and like, oh, and I just float between things, and somehow things happen. And am I wrong? I'm wrong. I could not believe that I was wrong. And like, you know, and which I fucking hate.
Started with the wedding, and she went, "Oh, I can't with that."
Yeah, I don't care enough.
Film.
I don't care enough to go into it. But what was I gonna say? But I thought the issue was that she was so over the top. She overacted every single line. Was that, or is Sarah Jessica Parker like that?
The character's shit, and she was trying to do something with it.
Yeah.
It work.
And actually, I think the direction Naomi was trying to take it in was more interesting than it would have been just playing it straight as Sarah Jessica Parker.
Was just trying to do something with the character. Like she was trying to do every line a little bit like funny somehow.
Yeah,
but
it's too much though.
Because the script wasn't great. Yeah. Like some of those bits where they're like, I mean, we all kind of like commented on this, but like where it's just like. Something about making sexual puns. And sometimes it's hard not to. Oh, and like that's. I mean, you just said the word hard. That wasn't a particularly big stretch in terms of in terms of like sexual puns. Like you didn't go that far.
No, it was
yeah.
But I think I wrote it down because you said it. I thought it was a really good point. I do think there were only two half decent roles in this whole thing, which was Monique's and Kim was the other one as well.
Trinity's,
yeah. Like, but something I think like I can't like if anyone else had acted those other roles, like they had no funny lines, like no anything. Like, I don't know what anyone could have done with them. To be fair,
Latrice's one I don't think would have been possible to win the episode with it.
No.
I mean, it didn't help that it was Latrice, but like it was just like she's just meant to be like this kind of slightly stern. Like all those lines were just really awkward. Like, which reminds me, I need to do something about New York's city subway or whatever. You're like, that's not a great line. Like, it's not funny. It doesn't really reveal too much about the character, and it's actually just a bit. Like, if someone said that in real life, you'd be like, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But can somebody understand like, the fucking concept of the whole thing? Because I'm so confused. Because it's like. I thought it was just like the story behind the remake of the third film.
Yeah.
But then in the film, they're playing the actresses, but they're also stopping and being the actresses. It's fucking. It makes no sense. A producer should be fired over this. Somebody needs to be fired because that was a
Somebody's getting fired.
It's like I think it's like the producers like, oh, what would people love to see? What they think's really funny? Oh, like when you like see how they really are on set, like when they do like a crazy like over the top fight scene, like they tried to like put all this stuff in because it's like what they thought people would want to see, but they didn't do it in a clever way in any extent.
Why were they playing the characters? Like, why were they playing the actresses in the film?
Because I guess it was meant to be that have like the behind the scenes of like,
I hate that. No, I understand
but that. But no, I agree. Because what really not upset me.
Cynthia is not a lesbian in the show.
Yeah. This is I have the same
running
issue.
For office, like it's all fucking bizarre.
Yeah, that's exactly what I found really weird. It crossed those, it blurred those lines. So actually, when Kim Cattrall's character is talking to camera, she should be Kim Cattrall, not being like, "Wow, I'm an orgasm enthusiast." You know, like it should be Kim Cattrall.
It was all over. The fucking
I totally agree. Because like the whole running for office thing, I hadn't actually thought about it in those terms. But you're absolutely right. Like Cynthia Nixon, when she's on, when she's playing, what's her character? Miranda. When she's playing Miranda, she should be Miranda. Yeah. Like, he's and then kind of be into actually, you know what, we need to do something about New York City subway, like separately. You know, like these. I don't know. It was a mess.
So weird.
It didn't make sense.
So fucking weird.
Yeah, Suzuki. That's kind of what we're saying though. So like, she's buying real life. So I thought it was meant to be based on that, but then the character off camera, because they effectively played two characters each. They effectively played the character on Sex and the City and the actor behind the character, right?
Who were the same person.
But that's what I'm saying. But they blurred lines and made them the same person as opposed to.
When they're supposed to be acting the film,
yeah.
She's still like they're still making like the gay jokes and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and like the running for office jokes, and then suddenly they cut the scene and she's the same person.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah, there's
weird.
meant to be there should be some kind of disjunct where it like changes. Like, because you know, Ross gave them the thing of like,
Yeah.
they get the scripts and they're like,
Like,
oh,
relax.
Yeah.
it should be like that where they actually genuinely change. But like, maybe that's where Sarah Jessica Parker becomes evil. Like,
That's
yeah,
the
exactly.
thing.
They could have done that sort of thing. It could have done so many funny things with the characters because they are so over the top on the show.
right.
They could have done some really funny stuff with it.
Because it would have been good if like Naomi had played the whole thing being like really like sweet and prissy.
Exactly.
And the second the camera's off, like, right, who said you could have?
fuck's sake, yeah.
Yeah, like,
maybe that's how it's written. To be fair,
true.
I don't think that was what the script said. The script was written at all. Like the script was shit. Like I don't blame any of the queens for doing badly in this challenge because that script was like Christmas extravaganza bad.
It was.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, the sleigh.
Yeah.
There was nothing they could do with that.
I actually think Breastworld's been the worst script we've had. I'm just thinking about
Which
it.
one was that one?
Was that season 10?
Breastworld was better than that.
No, I
Breastworld
really
was
don't think
better
so.
than that.
I really think so.
That didn't make any sense.
Neither did Breastworld.
It made more sense.
Breastworld at least had some characters who were
It
like
had some characters,
somewhat more than two-dimensional.
Really?
This was like it was written by a 9-year-old. Like it was just a mess. Like the fucking actresses are the characters, and like it was so weird.
It was.
Yeah, it was bizarre. I should go through. So okay, well, I think this is like a good note that I made as well. Very proud of myself. So you know, like Naomi's like one of her biggest issues was the overacting of Sarah Jessica Parker or whatever. But I feel like Monet did literally exactly the same thing. They both took the exact same approach to their characters. Like they're both every single line. Like Monet was doing like some hand gestures to like illustrate what she was saying, and that's what Naomi was doing. Like it's weird. Obviously, the difference is Monet like does see her strength as acting, especially comedic acting, but it wasn't working. It was just over the top and not good. Whereas Naomi was she didn't really get any criticism for that. I don't think she got criticism saying she was bland, but she didn't get criticism for like the way she was like overacting everything physically.
Monet did alright actually.
Yeah.
Really? I'm watching it again, especially first time.
Okay.
Now, like every single line, like exactly what Naomi said, like, you know, like something Vogue or whatever, and like every single line, she was like being really emphatic with her hands. Like Monet was saying exactly the same thing. She's like, I think it should be like the cover should be black, and it's like literally every single line has like a story.
Is that also because it was such a shit script that like you're like?
But it's the same. But it was made it a lot. It highlighted how shit it was for like even more so. It's like
what's Kurt saying from what we saw on the filming of the show. So
before the finale showing on the runway, I thought no one was going to win. They probably had to take the whole day working on it, to make it into the final product. To make it like half decent, but it wasn't half decent. And why didn't we see the clown bit? We're going to have a bit, I guess.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, that was meant to be the big surprise, and I was like, literally, what the fuck is happening? On like, yeah.
So okay. So wait. So we spoke about anything to add about Latrice's role?
Why?
Yeah.
I know. It also annoyed me.
Okay. Again, like I think they did what they could.
Okay, so like one thing, this is a controversial view on Latrice, but I stand by it. Stuff I sort of said previously, I think this is another example of it. But I do think there's always a bit of an edge with Latrice with what she says. So she says, she said at one point in the episode, like, you said my line one more time. Like, I know she like laughed about it a second later, but I don't know. I feel like if I was one who stepped on her line or whatever by accident, I would feel a bit like, uncomfortable or whatever. And I feel like there's like always a bit of an edge to what she says.
I thought she meant it as a joke.
Yeah.
Not a joke. Like she was a little bit annoyed, but like she was laughing it off.
That's like I've seen people are just like not shady, but like actually bitchy, and then they like laugh afterwards and make it seem like it was a joke to make you feel it's a bit like gaslighty in a way, Like I don't. It's not just one example, but I feel like it's something I've noticed a lot throughout the season with her.
Like when I say I don't like you and you're ugly, and then I'm like,
yeah, exactly. Just very that, and it's slowly over time, my self-esteem crumbles away. I have to buy a new hoodie to make myself feel alive.
Yay!
Exactly.
And the world thing.
I also just had a bit of an issue with the fact that like they kept on being like lesbian. That's a joke.
I was like, it's really funny.
I'm like, this is just. It feels so. I mean, the script obviously was kind of lazy in a lot of ways anyway. But like, come on, when you're like, wow, putting like she like was it something turned lesbian turned lawyer? You're like, wow, okay.
But she turned from a lesbian to a lawyer as well, yeah.
I mean, because as we know, lawyers are only ever not lesbians.
True.
That's the one like.
But that's
thing.
what Teresa's saying.
Yeah, true. But it's just the whole. It just felt a bit like she's a lesbian. That's a whole character trait.
Yeah.
And like that's the joke.
We did make that joke in the beginning of this stream.
And also, but there is also like every single acting change always is a lesbian character.
Yeah.
Right?
And it's always, unless Kurt says that, it's kind of just boring. Like I mean, the only good thing about the only lesbian joke that I think has ever been good was kind of by accident, which is Cynthia Lee Fontaine's like, I'm a gay, strong woman.
Yeah, I put that in the thing for you.
Did. That's the reason I thought about it recently. But like Cynthia Lee Floptane. Like, but like that was the only, and that wasn't like, it shouldn't have been a good joke. It was only because Cynthia Lee Fontane fucked it up.
Yeah, like everything like April Carry On and
like oh look, April, which character?
Yeah.
Wow, so original and so deep.
I know.
Groundbreaking.
What does RuPaul have against the lesbian community?
Same things go against trans communities.
Is what we should be asking ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Sue Kim. So wait, who are you on about?
We have more lesbian viewers at once.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kim, how do you think Kim did? Well, Trinity has Kim, but you know.
I didn't actually like it that much.
I don't know her well enough, but I feel like from what I've seen, like what I know of Kim, like of the character, whatever, I thought it was a good representation, but I haven't seen the show. So.
Yeah, if you gave me like the list of characters who are going to have to appear and the list of queens to left, Trinity and Kim would have been the only one I would have matched up straight away.
Yeah, I think I thought it was a good match, but I don't think she like you can do so much with Kim.
Yeah.
Samantha, that is. I don't think she did the best job. I'm sorry. That's one of the characters that you can actually do quite a bit with. And
it was still quite a one-dimensional view of Kim Cattrall, right? There was no depth, because actually what makes Samantha an interesting character in some ways is there is this depth. There's this kind of like slightly like brokenness to her.
Yeah. That
she's almost hiding with this. And actually when you get these really like deep moments, I haven't watched that many episodes, but when you do get deep moments with her, it's actually quite nice and quite powerful.
Yeah.
And I think
she's one of the best actresses in the show.
That kind of reminds me, like, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, it's just she sounds more sarcastic, more like
she's having the joke on you.
Witty, yeah. She just I don't.
So I got a follow-up question to that, but first I'm gonna jump off what Bob said. So, like, you know about like the deep moments and stuff. But like, I suppose in a script like this for Drag Race, you can't really expect them to do that. I think you have to make the characters one-dimensional.
True.
But then I think the same like critique means Naomi shouldn't be judged for not making SJP likable. Because again, like she can't it's not for this sort of context. It's a challenge on Drag Race. You don't want like a sweet, likable character. That's not what makes like who's going to win a role like that. Like that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be doing something to make the character mental, basically.
True, and I guess if they're all kind of played one-dimensionally, then a difficult part of that as well is that you've not only got Sarah Jessica Parker being sweet, but you've also Grant's just gone. He's like just thought fuck it. He's so done with this script.
I'm so angry. By the way, that woman was Tret on my TV.
Oh my god!
But like, it's the fact that you've not only got like Sarah Jessica Parker, but you've also got the kind of two kind of goody characters next to her, and then Samantha. So if they're all being played one-dimensionally, then actually it's just shit anyway.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing really to bounce off. You've got like, ooh, I'm Sarah Jessica Parker, and you've got like almost the opposite Samantha, like confident in control of herself.
Yeah.
And then you've got two kind of characters who are just very like proper in some form. And I don't know, it feels a bit hollow. If you're going to play them all one-dimensionally, it doesn't work.
Because Kurt said, what about Bob when he said the gay agenda is made by lesbians, so you know it works? I feel the difference there is that it's like there's a content to that joke. Because I feel like you should be able to joke about anything. This is a fucking joke. But there's gotta be a content. Like the content of that joke is that lesbians are good at projects, like so good that they could make the gay agenda actually like into something and like make it work. But like just saying, oh, she's a lesbian, ha ha ha.
Yeah, she's
That's not a joke. Like that's just weird.
We're playing women, but we're making it very clear that whenever we dress as women in drag, we are only ever playing straight ones, and only straight ones who conform to like regular versions of femininity. So the only way we can like as long as we have a lesbian, they have to be like a polar opposite of like, oh look, a butch woman, ergo lesbian. Like that's the only like what I find really limiting about that is basically is like femininity is like girly girl, fashion, or lesbian. Like it's just
yeah.
It is like it's as much as like I'm not saying that Bob's joke is funny or not, but it is a joke. Like that's
yes.
Yeah, it's my joke.
Yes.
no, I mean
Oh, yeah, I know.
yeah.
I know, but it's what's funny though. Bob's really proud of himself. After what he just said, he just sitting there like, God, that was a really good one. I said, very, very funny.
Oh, Bob's floppy Bob's jokes are always funny. They always land.
They're really not, but thank you.
Always land lol. Yeah.
Cheers, God.
But
And you know the reason I always come back to the stream.
I'm just saying that's at least that's a joke. Like funny
Yeah.
or not, that is a joke. But saying, oh, she's a lesbian or she's butch, that's not a fucking joke, mate. That's just my life.
It's true that. Yeah.
And the Raven,
No, that's a joke.
the Raven Simonier.
I don't know.
I'm a lesbian now.
I'm a lesbian.
The Raven Simonier.
Yeah.
The Jade and Joy Fierce, season 7.
Yes, yeah. Okay. Was that during Snatch Game?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not funny.
That wasn't, but if you had the vision to see it, right? That was quite funny.
Okay, that would be funny.
Yeah.
See, it's a line. There's a line.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a tenuous line.
Yeah. That's very true. Good point. Like, behavior doesn't determine sexuality at all.
Yeah, and I just always find RuPaul's Drag Race's version of femininity or womanness is so limited a lot of the time.
I mean, some people think Braun is straight up.
Straight up.
Straight up.
I think my weekly RuPaul
When
stream
he's
is really
actually a trans woman.
full trans.
Which has nothing to do with sexuality, by the way. That's
So, I
a
mean-
really bad joke.
Yeah. All right, RuPaul. Okay, so I've got one note. Okay, so Monet is like hella feeling herself in regards to her performance.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It was kind of a little bit Jinx delusion, wasn't it? But
Yeah.
in fairness, I think Monet is a good actress and knows that she can do
I think
stuff.
she is a good actress, and I think
Yes,
she
I know.
did okay. Maybe she didn't have all the nuances that she had in her head, but
Yeah.
I
Her
think she
her
did okay.
nuances were her like physically acting out every single line. That's what I'm saying. Genuinely.
Nuanced.
I'm
Yeah.
acting.
It's
Yeah.
very that, genuinely.
I'm very nuanced like that.
You're so
you are
nuanced.
true. Literally start the stream talking about it, like your ass.
It's like when I'm flirting with someone and I just show them my tits, and I'm like, I think he might be getting the hint.
Exactly.
I think your drag name should be Nuance.
Oh!
Yes.
Yeah, okay, done.
Okay.
I don't know, I still like cystitis though. I feel like it's a thing now.
I don't know.
You're into the famous from that name. Stop trying to change it.
I'm really into the name Kenya, but no one's living for it.
Also, like, you've never been to Kenya.
Have you?
Have you met your mum? What?
Maybe
God,
I have. You don't know.
Yeah.
I really like Kenya Leave.
Yeah, can you
Like
believe?
Kenya?
It's not as good as Sue
Okay.
Leafy.
So bad.
Oh.
Sue Leaf is just bad.
Wait, Kenya Leave is worse than Sue Leafy.
Can you leave? I actually quite
It was
like.
gonna be Can You Handle It? So just saying.
No, it's got to be something closer. Like,
Okay, guys, vote.
Handle It.
Vote below or in the chat. What do you
look at two
prefer?
votes.
Cystitis, nuance. I do like nuance.
I like
Thank
Beyonce
you.
as well.
Or Can You Handle It? Vote now.
Okay.
No.
All right, Monique, directing here.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so yeah, nice segue though. So Monique, what we saying?
Oh, really good. I mean, I think her character probably had a lot of room to be funnier because I think actually is also less known. I didn't know anything about that character, and I really enjoyed it. Just because, I mean, but if nothing else, just because the rest of the characters are so awkward and stilted because they are playing actresses, where her whole thing is she's just a hot mess, and I dig that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Which is why I'm friends with you, Grant.
I think she was just very nice.
I called you hot.
Oh yeah.
What?
And a
I
mess.
said, what?
But like,
Oh, okay. That's what I don't get as well because like
Why am I even here?
because Monique's like again like it's so dependent on the role. Like why would I don't get why they were fighting for Kim really? Like you'd be fighting for Monique's role. Like
yeah,
she had by far the best role. Why Naomi not choose it for herself? You know,
I do get. I get why they fought for Kim in the sense that she's the probably more iconic one of the four. Iconic. But I think, yeah, why did? Because actually, I mean, I can't remember if someone mentioned it in the episode, or maybe it was a pit stop or something. But it's almost always.
Oh, that's a pound.
Okay.
British version of Kesha. That's actually quite a good drag name.
Pound shop Kesha.
Exactly. If it's like, yeah, Kesha a pound sign,
Kesha.
that's actually quite a pound share. Actually, I love that. Because you know Kesha, if it's got a dollar sign, look, it's put it with a pound instead.
Oh, nice.
But like, if you actually pronounced it, Kapoundsha. That's your drag name, Kapoundsha. Can't be Kapoundsha. I love that.
I can't remember all the drag names today.
Like, I'm fully up for Kapoundsha.
Oh my god.
Could that please?
You can make a pound shop.
It only works if it's like spelled out. Though.
Yeah,
that's the only
true.
thing. But I'm still gonna go for it.
But no, anyway, I think someone mentioned on Pit Stop. Actually, why is it that queens always kind of argue over like the big roles with lots of words? Go for the ones that literally come in for like 2 scenes and completely fuck shit up. Like kind of like the Black China.
That's what I was gonna say. I should have been Black China.
You should have been. I mean, to me, you are Black China.
Yeah, really
Thank you. That is a fantastic drag name. She gave herself a black name. A black name.
Oh my god.
I meant a drag name. Like as a woman, she gave herself like a real life drag name, which I
True that.
Black China.
Black China up in here.
Okay, so anything else to say about the actual? Oh, so the only other thing that I think to talk about is a clown bit of the challenge. I don't really want to talk about it, so you guys can go ahead.
Honestly, like if I was an old man and I had fought in Vietnam, that would have still be
Where is this going?
something that haunts me more.
Yeah, fair. Actually, no.
I don't like to use hyperbolic sentences, but that's just how I feel.
It's not. To be fair, it's not Christmas special levels of horrific. It was getting there, but it wasn't. It didn't reach the heights of the Christmas special.
To me, it was traumatic for sure, more than Vietnam.
It was
for a lot of people.
It also didn't really make sense. The only vague connection to it was that it was a Met Ball theme, and that like they had been acting like clowns, and so that's what gave her the inspiration.
Oh, is that it? Yeah.
But that was like really tentative, and that was like.
It was such a reach.
It was
just
such
like,
a reach.
how do I like whoever is the absolutely challenged person who wrote this was just looking at the page like, how the fuck do I end this shit show?
Clowns.
Clowns?
Why is Bianca not in it? If you're gonna do like a clown thing,
Fair.
Have Bianca.
But why do you not like they had a good acting challenge earlier on in the season, the court case, like Jersey
really
Justice.
Her name's Panini.
Yes, I mean, I suppose a lot of that was improv, but they were still like.
But yeah, really weird scripted acting challenges are weird because they normally give you terrible scripts. And like, that whole clown thing, right? Didn't make any fucking sense.
No.
Didn't work with the entire episode. And it ends on the clowns. So you go from like having these 4 girls and like 4 women in like restaurant or whatever, the bar, like, and then it goes from there to like clowns, and I don't quite get where that was going and why. And then even then, like the clown puns are really shit.
It was awful.
It was just like
So
I didn't get where it was meant to be going.
Yeah.
Like, and it ends on that. And you're like, not
And
even.
then there's that laughter, like everyone just is like, yeah. Just got into it, yeah. God.
It was so shit. I hate it. I hate this show. I hate gay people.
I know, it does make you hate gay people, right?
I felt like this for a long time.
I know, yeah. The show's really
Sometimes
solidified it to me.
it does make me slightly homophobic.
I know, but you genuinely do think like, oh, I want more people to see the show. Like, I should really force more people to watch it. And then an episode like this comes out, and you're like, nah.
Yeah, you're like, you need to watch more of this show, and then you just show them seasons like 4, 5, 6, and All Stars 2.
Yes,
and then you're like, this is a great show.
Now that you're hooked, back to the bullshit.
Yeah.
So people are talking about like these clown looks, but so they weren't wearing these clown looks for this part of the challenge. They're given those looks, weren't they? But there was potentially going to be a clown runway, which would have been a good one. Although we've seen quite a few clown looks on the show already. I would be down for clown runway. It would have been fun.
Oh my god, like an It one?
Yeah, someone. That's what Asia sort of did before, right?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so I mean, we've sort of seen most of what they could do with
I want
clowns.
to say Black It. Lit.
That's not bad.
That's the best joke.
She is. Thank you.
And it's really shit.
Thank you. Monet overacting as much as Naomi. Right, talked about that already. That was a bonus note.
You reading like that queen from the favorite.
Very
Oh, hey, Spiros.
Oh, hey, you alright? What up? What up?
Who?
Spiros.
Hi.
We talked about it already. Trinity tells. Okay, so now on to the backstagey sort of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So isn't much pun to say? Trinity tells everyone that they voted Latrice as the weakest. And the person should go home.
Before we get to this, can we get to the fact that the runway literally never fucking mentioned?
Oh, do not go for runway.
That Latrice was.
Sorry, I skipped ahead.
Awful.
I skipped ahead. Yeah. Let's go through it.
Let's go through the looks, please.
Okay, sorry, I don't know how I skipped that. Okay, so Rue first.
She's a super queen.
That song's definitely growing on me, you know.
Yeah.
I actually quite dig it.
But also, it's got like a Christmassy bit halfway
Yeah.
through. I noticed that this time. It's got like some jingle bells.
Because it is on the Christmas Queen's
Jingle
album.
bells.
Yeah, it is. There's some jingle bells.
It's on the Christmas Queen's album, I think.
Oh,
Nice.
The same one that they gave
I was
us.
going to say, do we not hear it in the Christmas special 5 times
Honestly.
in?
She.
I feel like most of these RuPaul songs have like one really catchy bit that's great,
Yeah.
but then like the rest of it is kind of like, can we just have that really catchy bit again? You know, like it just be that, like it just be like that bit on loop. Exactly. Like the was it like the kitty girl thing was to the loop as well.
Hey kitty girl.
No, you said how was it?
Hey kitty girl.
Sorry about that. Great. Okay. Anyway, back on track. Rue, what you guys saying about Rue?
Yeah, right.
She got legs. That's it.
Someone was saying that we've seen a silhouette from her quite a lot now, but I still think it's good. Is it just twice? I don't know.
Is there that pinkish, like latexy Barbie kind of one?
No, like I don't know, yeah, like showing off her legs, like that sort of like asymmetrical mini skirt sort of vibe. But I liked it. I was into it.
You know,
cool
I feel
colours.
like she's
Legs,
that
legs,
lady
what's on
who's
the
reaching
menu?
her 60s, but she's like, do you know what? I still got a
Still got
banging body. I'm going to show it.
Yeah, fair. Cool. So like we're generally fine with the look. I quite liked it. I would give it
A suit.
solid 2 from me.
Yeah, it's a 2.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I am
First
Russia.
I'm excited to talk about these looks actually. This is by far like the best party episode for me. So okay, Trinity.
Love, live, am. Wish I could.
Really?
Wish I could.
Oh yeah.
Really?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a little bit
What?
like I was a little bit bored around the hips.
Standard.
Around your hips or hers?
Both. But no, I thought like really liked the makeup. I liked whatever it was that she spat out at the beginning as well. I thought it was kind of nice.
Yeah, like
The
feathers.
cards?
I didn't get the
feathers.
point of it.
Oh, that's
I thought it was cards as well.
Makes
I thought it was like
sense.
ripped up card.
No, it's
Feathers makes a lot of sense.
Feathers does make sense.
I also really liked how long that tail was because it was actually just like if it had been a little bit shorter, it wouldn't have worked. But it was just like that right kind of length where she could like properly like whip it round.
Story of my life.
You have no tail.
I know, fair. Got it in. So
They removed it a bit.
they really did.
I thought it was super sexy.
I really enjoyed it.
Really, because again, like it's been reviewed well from what I've heard about it, but I thought it was really predictable and boring. Like it was just, again, like if you're given a cat challenge, like that's exactly what I expect. It's like someone in Cats, right? Like, don't know if I've seen Cats, but like I don't know, it's just exactly what I'd expect them all to have worn on the runway.
True.
And it's just like her body looked great. That's the one thing I'd say. But like again, like her makeup didn't really like work particularly well with it. It was just a bit like
work for everyone, but for her, it just
because of her surgery shit. No, I get it, or like padding and everything. It's like I don't know, but it's just like it just didn't show much creativity for me. And it was just,
it wasn't too great.
I was like whelmed, just about.
Whelmed.
Yeah,
Moderately.
close to being whelmed.
I just think she's always so polished, and I think
Yeah, level of polish always.
And she
very high.
sold it really well.
Yeah,
Eh.
yeah.
My name?
Mana?
Well, no, it didn't read like cat to me.
But I don't get this because the Pink Panther does have those little round ears on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's the makeup. And I'll say something. If you
No,
notice,
you won't. What? No, come on.
if you notice during the runway, her makeup is just like different shades of pink in the face.
Yeah.
And then during when they come back for the final critique, or not final critique, to like see who's going home basically. She has painted this black like a cat, and that made the difference. I feel like the face, it was missing the nose of the cat, and that made it not look so cat-like to me.
I
Once
do
you
agree.
painted
Yeah.
that made a little bit of a difference. It just read a bit too much like
Yeah.
pink.
Yeah, that's what Suikin was saying. Kurt was saying. No, I do agree with that. I don't think it was. I agree. I think it's probably more the makeup than the ears that made it look less
Yeah,
cat-like.
I'm not
But-
saying the size. I'm not saying the ears. Okay, before you guys say, "Oh, she's calling her fat," she's calling her misfigured. That's not it. I just feel like the
Suikin is.
makeup is different for a cat, and it was missing something.
It was missing something, I think, a bit. Yeah.
It was missing the nose. The cat has a very
Yeah, I
prominent
think it was the
nose.
nose thing. And I think that's why people say pig.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah.
it was a bit more of a pig nose.
yeah, because it was all pink.
Basically, I don't give a shit whether it looked like a cat or not. I just think it looked cool.
Oh, I do too. I really enjoyed it.
I think it looked cool, but it didn't.
But I don't know.
It wasn't a
I
cat.
would way rather like Monet do what she did than like Trinity take it far too literally. I'd rather someone like slightly miss it a little bit, miss the mark a little bit. Like it was still an animal, but it was like a cat-like animal at least, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
But whereas like Trinity's just so obvious, like that's why
It was fairly obvious.
that's so much more Monet.
Okay.
That's
Mama.
More.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
The truth.
Just fucking
The
hell.
trees. My
Like- What I just
No, she does not deserve that. Do not give her that.
there's so much that's wrong about what she did here. Right? Actually her hair I thought was kind of
I think the main thing she did
Oh,
wrong
I
was
like the
drag.
hair. I'm not gonna lie. I would wear the shit out of that.
I feel like the main thing she did wrong was drag. Her career.
it was such a miss, wasn't it? It was so clear that like she basically was like, okay, there's a cat theme. What do I have that has a cat on it? And even then, it's only like half the dress was like a lion for a vagina sort of situation going on.
No,
and-
she was like, what did Bibi Zahara Benet leave behind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
What
how
did
can-
what did Aja make for her that she abandoned?
This is too shit. Yeah, exactly. It was too shit for her to like actually wear.
Honestly.
God, it was horrific.
But it was so
I think
wrong.
it's funny when you saw in the workroom, you're like, that's exactly how I felt as well. Like, as soon as you see it in the workroom, her steam that dress, you're like, she's fully fucked. And then you see it run, you're like, actually a lot worse than it looked in the workroom.
There was so much that was wrong.
Yeah.
Not only because actually the first thing I saw before the lion was the giraffe. No, it was the
Prints. Zebra print?
the zebra print. And
Oh.
I saw like the zebra bit, and I saw a giraffe, and then I was like, "Oh, there's a lion there." Like it shouldn't take me that long to realize that there's a cat there. Partly my own fault, mostly hers. And I think apart from that, if you're gonna have something like that, it needs to pop, right? So
Yes.
airbrushing is a beautiful thing, but like
I don't
it
think it
can
works
be.
on clothes.
No, and especially not for a runway that's on TV, because
Yeah.
you kind of need dark lines to bring some of those colors out. Because actually, the coloring around the lion was fairly pretty, but it would be really pretty if it was on a print on your wall
Yes.
that you could kind of get close to and kind of see in a bit more detail.
I have sex.
Not and that maybe too if you're Grant. And
Yeah,
it
pretty.
explains so much about
it.
your
It
flat.
really does. Yeah.
What are you fucking in this house?
You don't want to know. Don't touch anything.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got my wet wipes.
everything but me.
Yeah.
But it was just like it was such a swing and such a miss. It was just like
It was barely a swing and much of a
well,
miss.
swing. It was a meh. It was, but like, and then you've got that weird bit of fabric that kind of hangs over that doesn't really do anything. It doesn't
Oh my
add to the
god,
shape.
that fucking loose piece of shit chiffon.
It made me so angry.
I know. Spirit, yeah, I disagree. I agree with Suikin. I think, yeah, we'll talk about it in a second. We've got one more to go beforehand. No, actually, two good looks. I think two really good looks. Naomi.
Mine.
Oh, I love Naomi.
Yeah, this is good. I liked it.
Again, like a clever take on the theme. That's what I'm looking for. Like,
Yeah.
don't come out as a cat. Come out as
Cat lady.
yeah, exactly. Great, loved it. But like, not even like it wasn't even. It was like a twist on twist on twist. Like she's done a lot. It wasn't just the cat
Only I
lady.
wanted a twist.
It wasn't like Trinity's lip sync look with like some cats or whatever. It was like a cool cat lady, right?
Yeah.
Like I want to be that cat lady.
It was cat lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Where's
was
my
like
yarn
cats
at?
then themed
Yeah.
with like yarn and like it had a bit
Like
more of a narrative.
Japanese. Like the cats are a bit like anime-y, like
Yeah.
Japanese-y. Like yeah, exactly.
And they looked kind of distressed, which I really dug.
Yes, exactly.
I love that they
Yeah.
weren't like really pretty cats. They just looked a bit gnarled and a bit messed up.
Yeah, in case anyone's joining the stream now, like watch this video later, yeah, definitely go and check out Manila's cat looks. It would have dominated by a mile.
Oh,
They were so good. Name looked like a cheap version of Gia's look. Has Gia done a look as well?
Wow.
Look at Gia's look. Can I talk about Gia for a second now? I've waited so long.
oh my god.
Honestly, I said at the beginning, but I've waited so long.
Well, we haven't even finished the looks.
Gia time! It's Gia time!
Finish
Right.
the look.
No! Gia
Gee,
first.
damn.
Fine.
Oh my god, she was whimsically volatile. The latest episode, she was so sweet. She was so fun.
Great.
So such a good time. She was so nice. Honestly,
Almost as
she's
much
the
of a good
best.
time as I'm having right now.
Yeah, exactly. Imagine that, but in the podcast form.
Oh, wow.
Listen to it, everyone.
Wow.
Love that. Okay. And actually, on that note, Monique,
I actually really liked this.
I loved it.
loved it so much.
I was a little bit, again, the kind of hips and crotch today, I wasn't really feeling. Just one of those days, you know. I kind of wanted almost more like a belt kind of feel around the crotch. But the same
Oh, so
time,
that
I didn't
weird
mind.
holster,
It was supposed
right?
to be
Yeah,
a
but I also
holster.
kind of didn't mind.
I loved it.
Can I say something then now about the look? So there's been a controversy
With whose?
with her look because it got booted at the.
Yes.
And
Yeah,
the
I
creases
did
got
not get that.
fucking tooted.
Yes.
And everybody was like, send this bullshit to Nina because she'll have something to say about it.
Oh, I know this. Okay.
And then so she posted on her Insta saying like, yeah, like she should have get tooted or whatever, and like I don't know. I think people are like having something to say and saying that
Fair.
they're never like impartial about the looks and stuff like
No,
that.
they like loved Eureka's.
I wrote
Every
this
single
down.
fucking look that Eureka
Oh my
did
god,
for a
it's
really
not
long
time. This is worse than me
It's
and
always
Gia.
time for Eureka.
This is worse than
bashing.
me and Gia.
Oh
No, genuinely, I wrote this down because I normally write notes to all the looks. I wrote nothing for Latrice.
Sorry, this is the fucking best conversation, right? Sorry, thank God Latrice was not wearing any rhinestones for the second time of her life.
Yeah,
Kurt comes in. When was the first? Yes.
Oh, the plastic one, yeah, fair. Okay, so I wrote down nothing for Latrice for obvious reasons, and I came back and I wrote down conspiracy because I said to you guys I'm watching the episode. Like, it makes no sense to me. Like, how have none of the judges, like, no episode of Fashion Photo Review, no episode of the Pit Stop have ever criticised any of Latrice's looks, like, negatively at all, really. Like, it must be some sort of conspiracy. Like, but people have eyes, right? These people have eyes. Like, how's no one said anything negative about any of Latrice's looks, especially this one?
Yeah.
Like, not like tooted it, and he had booted Monique's. It's ridiculous. So ridiculous.
It's weird. It's
Yeah.
weird. And
Makes
when
no sense.
even in the show, like even the actual show,
Spiros.
they loved Monique's looks and they didn't like Latrice's looks. So what is happening with the Fashion Photo Review? What is happening with the
No, I mean, I see, but even on the show, they've not given Latrice any like negative critique really on her looks.
No.
They did this time.
Briefly, the guy was like, "Oh,
There's only
I
that one
didn't love
guy,
your
no one
dress."
else really.
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
They cut everything, guys. I'm sure like more people said something.
They hate them. I think maybe they never show it. That's what I mean. It just seems strange to me that like Latrice has been put on this pedestal that she obviously shouldn't be on. You know.
But it's okay because you're Alyssa. It's that kind of thing all over again, isn't it?
It's okay because you're a lesbian.
Yes, we conference is not okay.
So fun. A lesbian thespian.
Lesbian.
Okay, that's the runway done, right? We're happy with that, everyone?
That's your
Yeah.
life one.
I mean, not happy that I had to
Can't
watch that,
we?
like Latrice's dress.
Where's my
No, I
waffle?
know.
I haven't eaten anything in this
You literally just said you can't eat any more, you're gonna die. I said, okay, I'll
Yeah,
get
but you know, during the stream, people come to see me.
Do you want a cheeky stream
They
waffle?
do.
They come to see
Do you want a
me.
cheeky stream waffle?
Do it.
Okay, alright.
Is this gonna be like the weird fashion photo review thing where it's like branded as like a? Because you know now they're like, Queer. Oh no, what is it? Have you seen where they like keep on having that fucking
I never watch
Carver,
it.
they keep
I
on trying to-
don't usually.
I know, yeah, it's so bizarre.
really awkward? Because like this makes me like you way less.
They never know the name of, do they? They always have to like get a producer to tell them.
Oh yeah, they're like blah blah. It is a wine. Oh look, we're drinking. Oh my god, I love these drinks. Like
They really do love that drink.
yes, mukbang. I agree. Super cool.
Ah,
Oh, that's right,
Mukbang. Mukbang.
What?
I've got loads of
The whole
stuff
thing
there
where
as
people
well.
get paid to
Sponsorship.
eat on camera.
I
Goodbye.
should be
You
paid
should
to
so
eat
do
on
that.
camera.
Yeah, you should. Oh my god,
And-
Hayden,
Secret
I know the
video.
name of it. Hayden, that's ridiculous. Okay, wait, I've lost my notes. Oh my
Seguro
god,
Vidas.
that's the name of it.
That's the name of what?
The wine they keep plugging on Fashion Photo Review.
Oh.
So
Don't be interested in it. It's working on you.
Why
Get
are you
off your-
showing at
Get
me?
off your squatty potty for one moment and live your life. Because you're like genuinely, because it worked on you, genuinely interested.
she does love her some Squarespace.
You honestly do. Okay, so should we talk about like the backstage shit?
Don't rush
Yeah.
this.
Or can we also quickly
Let's
pick
start
up on
it.
Sutika and Singh? Like, I'm confused why Latrice wanted to stay so much. How many excuses do you need to wear a gown as a drag queen?
Yes.
Also, I think it's just like Latrice being like, this crown is mine. I've come to claim what's mine. Like, after this many weeks, do you still believe this?
I don't get it. I don't get it. No, I agree. It's like I was saying, this is like the only episode this season we've all watched twice, and it's literally like the worst episode we've watched twice.
Made us more angry about the
Yeah,
gay agenda.
yeah, it really has. So yeah, I think the only interesting part backstage was Trinity telling Latrice that the others wanted her gone.
Yeah, fair.
I think fair. I think it's just like,
needed to hear it.
it's like I said before, like the thing with Caitlyn Jenner and Gia. Like that's the thing. Like
They're Tron.
they both have the same sort of thing where like they both like
Trans.
play up to the camera. Like they know what to do to make good TV. Trinity knows exactly what she's doing. Like I really respect that. It makes it so much more fun to watch. Like
Why are you bringing Caitlyn Jenner into this?
No, because like between the argument between her and Gia about who's going to be Caitlyn Jenner, like that's all contrived for that. Like they both said it was.
Oh, I also had no backup person.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, they made it up for camera.
Yeah.
And Trinity like knows that she went with it. So but she does that all season. Like this thing is a good example of that. Where like she knew she wanted to create like some like stir the pot and create some good TV and stuff. Like that's where it came from, and I like that a lot.
I feel the difference is I think Manila tried to do that a little bit as well. Play up things for the camera.
Manila. Yeah, I agree, but she didn't do it
But
as well.
I think neither does. I mean, Gia is just entertaining too.
No, Trinity and Gia both they're both like
Yeah.
they both can pull off the villain thing well, whereas Manila is actually quite sweet, or at least comes across as sweet. So then, like when you're trying to be shady but sweet most of the time, it doesn't really work. You have to kind of be permanently quite shady.
Yeah.
You feel. But also, like I thought the other thing that was interesting is like again, like they're trying to engineer this drama, but Latrice does not give a shit. So like it kind of sucks. Like we give Latrice like it was very send me home.
I love Hayden's thing, like of just like this episode was honestly a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
And also Sutikin makes a good point about people sending Naomi death threats. Like, chill. Also, the fact that like interestingly, because obviously Monet was also revealed to have sent Manila home. So it's like, well,
was she?
Yeah.
Manila. Oh, sorry, I thought you meant for the next episode.
Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe also,
Honestly, death threats. Fuck right off.
I know what makes me like love the situation though. Not love the situation. I love a death
Loves a
threat.
good death
Love a death threat. No, is that how well Naomi's been handling it. Like she has not given a shit. Really, she's even played up to drama still between. Again, like same thing. Like Manila and Naomi know exactly what we're doing in terms of this like Twitter drama between them. Like they both love each other and like are good friends. But like we're doing this Twitter drama to like make it more of a thing.
But you know what?
Naomi's like fully
Thankfully, this is because Naomi comes from a very secure background. She has a family. Fuck off. She has a family who's always been supportive, who loves her. She's a confident young man. She's a confident young man.
Yes, I admire her so much.
But if they were doing that to someone who doesn't come from like such a confident background, maybe like it happened with fucking Jasmine, man. Like
yeah.
Fuck someone's mind. I mean, luckily Jasmine's mature enough that she bounced back. Yeah. But like, fuck you. It's a TV show. Yeah. Do you know what? Like, get a job.
Yeah, that's something. But the way she's handling it though, just makes me respect her so much. Like she's really not letting it phase her, which takes so much strength to be able to do that. Like it says so much about her.
And I see the racist ones as well. Fuck all of y'all.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, exactly. No,
it's mainly when it's a black queen.
Yeah.
Oh, disproportionately.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, man.
That's what I mean. But it's just so like amazing. It's like all the strength Naomi's shown by not taking it to heart. I like the way she's handling it. She's like.
She shows a lot of maturity for her age, but I do think like obviously it comes from self-resilience, like who she is, but
still carry on.
It also helps that she's always had, well, she's not always, I don't know, but seems like she's always had a supportive family.
Well, we never got to know because she had no camera time, so we don't know anything about her damn life.
What, Naomi?
Yeah, because they gave her no camera time until recently. Remember?
I remember her saying about her lovely, beautiful, gorgeous adoptive mother.
No, I know, but like, do you know, I think we talked about it before. Right? Are we here for the streams? Like, there's been loads and loads of bonus clips of Naomi on VH1 or Wildman's website. Like, she had loads of stuff. So, like, Nila asked her like whether Naomi's ever spoken at a funeral during the Bunny episode. And Naomi gave this like really inspiring story about her brother's funeral and shit. Like it was intense, but it didn't even show that on TV. No. That's when they cut out so much of Naomi and like her story and her life and that. That's what I mean. So that's why I was saying that.
So I really want to catch up with a lot of these comments.
Yeah,
so
sorry,
Spiros
so do I.
had a really, really good one about the Golden Raspberry Award. Like RuPaul's like, oh my god, Latrice had gasp.
Yes.
Like Latrice left.
Yeah. Oh, really good points for us. Yeah.
Yeah, Hayden is like spot on with all this, especially like the racism of just being like, yes, you play that game, sis. If it was a white queen, so true. The amount of stuff that Trixie kind of could get away with, like if for example it were a black queen who'd kind of survived that long in the competition with as few wins or whatever, people would be like, oh, this is some shadiness, this is whatever, that would have all been played. Whereas like Trixie kind of got away with a lot of that stuff and still gets away with a lot worse.
I know. What did she do that was that bad though?
Nothing that bad, but I mean, like,
that's what I mean. I think it's hard to say. We haven't really had an exact comparable situation.
True, but like, I mean, definitely,
like
black queens do get viewed much more harshly on this.
Really? But like, I think the obviously the difference is like the amount of racism they get from it, which is obviously like horrific.
Like people say my mom's not black.
And Suitkin making a really loads of really good points, and thank you as well, Suitkin, for being so open.
Bisexuality?
Yeah.
No,
what is he saying? I can't
you can read
see.
we've seen this in it, but literally about 300% for you. Honestly, it's on 300%.
I am a strong blind woman. This is not fair.
So you think he's adopted himself? So you struck a chord with him?
He adopted. Oh, that's beautiful. I want to adopt. And
do you want to adopt? Did you say?
Yeah.
Do you really?
It's been my dream.
Same here. Should we adopt together?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Okay, let's move on.
That's gonna be a dysfunctional fucking family.
True that.
I think.
I also want to adopt. We could be a threesome of parents.
You weren't invited.
The first like throuple adoption.
Sorry.
Do you think?
Well, could they come for Derek Barry's gig?
I don't think he's adopted.
I don't know, but they probably will do at some point, right? Something's going on there.
Something's going on.
So shifty.
Anyway, bless your parents, Sutakin. I think adoptee is a beautiful thing, and I always wanted to do it, and I hope to get to one day. And yeah.
Cool. All right. Good job. So, anything else to say about the backstage stuff?
I love that they made rock paper scissors into like a. Sorry,
that was so
episode.
good. Yeah.
But like rock paper scissors became like a proper thing.
The break halfway through, that was so good.
Yeah.
And like the recap after the break, yeah, love that.
The highlight of the game show is the
genuinely.
I did enjoy that more than the acting challenge.
Yeah, 100%. It was really good. A lot of tension in that. So, anything else to say about backstage stuff?
It just felt a bit like boring. Like it was just a lot of like, ooh, like, are we going to send someone home? And oh my god, this, blah, 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 blah. And it was just like, I mean, basically, Latrice is the only one who you should be considering to go home. Like at this point,
exactly. It was ridiculous. Okay, so lip sync.
I thought it was okay.
That's all right. I feel like I was saying this earlier. I feel like there've been a lot of like oddly like mid-tempo songs for lip syncs, which can work, but sometimes sometimes.
I think they ran out of money a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Good shout. I hated the song. I thought lip sync was boring. Trinity does like the same things every single time she lip syncs. Not here for it. I thought Monique was boring as well, but she did better than Trinity.
They're both. I mean, they do a lot of hair flipping, the both of them, which kind of works sometimes. But why were they not lip syncing as cats? It made me really sad.
Yeah, I agree.
I really wanted to see that, and I wanted it to be like a really cat themed song.
I think
I don't know what it would have been. But...
always work.
Just beautiful. Cool. Okay. So, anything else to say about the episode?
You know, my mother never be.
What's that from?
Alaska.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you wish you had hair?
Yeah.
Talk about that.
No. It's real.
But no, that's a good point because now people are talking about like, who they actually want to win. Who would you?
Okay, good shout. Naomi by a mile. It was always Naomi in Manila for me for a while, but I'm happy for Naomi to win.
Going into the beginning, I really wanted Naomi to do well. She hasn't done. I mean, she's actually done well on the challenges, just not really had the wins.
I'm happy for anyone to win.
This is the thing. So, like, you know, I was always about like All Stars 3, where I feel like Shangela coasted through most of it. I don't think she stood out at all. Like, very, very, very rarely for most of it. Whereas I would say Naomi has coasted somewhat, but her runway has always been outstanding. So
And
she's always had a starring moment every episode.
I was going to say, yeah, she's always had iconic moments in some way. So like
Yeah,
Club 96,
exactly.
like her name's Panini. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, 100. Yeah, very that.
Yeah.
Mm.
And,
What do you think? Like, how do you think he will be chosen? Do you think?
Apparently, there's a really big twist.
Oh, y'all wanted a twist.
No one did, but
Is
there's
the
going to be a twist.
is the twist that Latrice comes back?
Yeah.
Wins.
What-
Oh yeah, please, exactly.
Bring
It's actually Jasmine Masters.
I think-
Yes, here for that.
Bring back Shangela.
Who do you guys want to win? Not Shangela.
Shangela.
Not Shangela.
JJ Lee.
Not JJ Lee. Out of the remaining queens.
Shangela
And
should have
Gia
won, and she should have won the Oscar for Star is Born. Just saying.
So what do you think the twist could be? Because I mean, they tried that whole vote thing last time,
Yeah.
and it didn't really work.
Didn't really work.
If you know, don't say. We don't. No spoilers here, please.
They've already had a lip sync for Lollapalooza, so I don't know what that means.
I don't know.
I really don't know. Maybe the twist is that there's no twist.
No.
Maybe they just do their job.
Can Vanjie choose?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
It's like she did on the live Meet the Queens. Like comes and knock shit off the table. I was like, right.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Who's going out?
Yeah.
Not me, bitch.
Not
Yeah.
me, bitch.
Yeah.
She's so good.
I really hope it's not Trinity. Oh yeah, Stacey Lane can win.
I feel like Trinity is
Yes.
almost too obvious at this point.
I don't think she deserves it either. I don't think she's done
She's not been as iconic.
No, she's not.
But the thing
She
is, it's
did
weird.
a really good Caitlyn.
That was great. But apart from that, what else has been outstanding? Even I'm talking about looks and challenges.
She's good. Come on.
I'm not saying she's not good. It's an
Yeah.
all-stars, bro.
I think she deserves it.
Yeah.
I think,
I don't.
but I'm happy with either four of them.
What are you saying, Bob?
I'm a bit torn because it's like, so actually, because you've got 4 winners right at the top to Naomi's the 1 win. And I think it's weird because you've got Monique and Monet have turned it around really quickly from their seasons. And Monet has the second most wins, but again, I don't feel like she's had enough iconic moments.
No,
And the moments where she's won, it hasn't been like, whoa, she crushed that so hard. It's been like, oh, other people were not great, or like she's done well.
And she's had unfair wins as well. I'd say people should have been chosen.
I don't think Trinity's gonna win because they don't want another,
and a fourth
White queen
in a row.
Yeah, and
Doesn't
I think
look
that's
good.
fair.
I don't think it should be based on
No,
race at all.
I think it's fucking fair.
I don't think it should be based on race at all.
I think
it
it
should
just
be.
does send quite a weird message there, doesn't it?
It does.
But then I don't think Monique would be a really interesting one. But I don't it'd be harder to justify it based on the number of wins and her positioning in the competition.
She is the second most.
She's not an
wins,
all-star.
though.
I love. Actually, I put this damn hat at home and put it on. So let's see
Monet
this
winning,
transition.
It has a big chance, guys.
I don't know. I don't want Monique to win. I would be happy for Monique to win. I do love Monique a lot. Fully here for her, but I just don't see her as an all-star. Again, this is why I thought Trinity should have won All-Stars 3, because Trinity is an all-star. So is Shangela. Shangela's an all-star as well. Manila has probably started to be an all-star, but Monique isn't an all-star yet. She could be in a year's time, but she's not got
Maybe the
a
twist
massive
is that they're
presence.
bringing Manila back.
I think
That'd be great.
I think Monique is
No,
exactly the kind of
no.
person that All Stars is for. Like bringing someone back,
Acres.
like an Aja, who can really shine and undo negative perceptions of them from their season, but then not necessarily win.
Yeah.
So I think that's the kind of thing with her is I don't necessarily feel hi cause. I don't think it just kind of appears but I don't know. I think that's what's kind of interesting, at least for this season, is it's now not as predictable as it was before. But at the same time, Trinity would feel like a predictable win for me.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think.
I don't think the fans want her to win most of all either. So I can't see her winning. Which
I think fans do want her to win, but I don't
Really?
think it's gonna happen.
I think Trinity's the one who the more fans would be behind.
You think?
Yeah.
But I think the problem is
I love Trinity, but we need a black queen in that fucking wall. I'm sorry.
I strongly stand by this. I don't think Ray should play into it at all. I think
You wouldn't think so.
no, I don't. I really don't. And like they said, I don't think it's been overall drag race. I know it's been big controversy for ages about how many white winners there's been and stuff. But again, I don't think it's been that skewed. Really, if you look at through all the different winners.
All
through
I'm
the
saying
seasons.
is if it would be one thing if Manila continued to win and stuff, and then she didn't get choose because she's not black.
But she's Asian.
Yeah,
No,
she's still
but
bringing that
genuinely, she's-
diversity.
yeah.
No, but I'm saying I think Trinity is still leveled enough with the other queens that maybe she should take a seat. Just saying.
Oh, I think I see what you mean.
Do you know what? Do you know if it was a white queen who won everything, like, and then she lost because she's white, I'd be like, that's
yeah,
not right.
okay, yeah. I
But,
agree with that.
like,
I agree with
it's
that.
leveled enough that, like, come
It's
on,
not level enough.
can we
I think they perform better than her. Like,
and
she's
but, like, some people might have, you know, thought Monet did better in some challenges than Trinity did, or Naomi deserves more than Trinity in some challenges, and stuff like that. It's not just about the wins as well. It's about how everyone perceives them. So I feel like it's leveled enough that it could be anybody's game, and I feel like it should be a Black Queen's game. Just saying.
Yeah, I mean,
might be wrong.
This is the thing, but I think it does come down, especially for All Stars, down to like charisma and likability and like how strongly the fans feel for them.
Yeah.
And Trinity doesn't have that compared to say even Monique or like
Monet.
I think,
they all have strong fan bases.
I think this is what I find a bit of a problem with this season at the moment. Is like I don't like. There's no real one uniting winner. Where if that like
Manila would have been.
Yeah, precisely. So like in All Stars 3, like had Bendela won, everyone would have just been like fair. Like I think it would have just been like it would have kind of been like a line drawn under All Stars 3, and we'd be like, you know, kind of like with season 10 with Aquaria, people being like, makes sense.
Yeah.
Like there's no real like there aren't many people being like, this other queen was really robbed in season 10 in quite the same way. Whereas like, and All Stars 2, nobody's like, there's a bit of Katia was robbed, but I think most people overall like Alaska deserved
that. She did by a mile. Yeah.
Whereas I think All Stars 3, like still nobody is like, is it Dela? Is it Shangela?
Yes.
Is it like Trixie? Who, and it's still so divided. And I think All Stars 4 is going to have that problem. Because none of the people who...
It's kind of fucking over all the contestants, really. Like, no one's coming out of it particularly well.
No, exactly. I think...
Again, Trixie's, like, had a hard time for it, right? So it kind of sucks for her.
So if Manila had stayed, and it basically was like a situation of Manila and Trinity both with 4 wins, or whatever, and Manila, let's be honest, probably would have done really well at this acting challenge.
Yeah. Well, just calling me a racist, and to be fair, that's fair.
Yeah, it's fair. But that's what I'm saying. Of course, I'm saying like it shouldn't be based just on wins. I really think so. It should be based on like charisma and how like loads of other things about. But I think like that's why I started saying for Trixie last season, because how much they've done off the show and like their sort of general stardom, which is All Stars, I really think should play a part into it. That's why I don't think it should be Monique, although I love her. I kind of wanted to win this isolated thing of just a season, maybe. Yeah. But I think if it on the greater contest, like outside of the show, Monique hasn't made a big name for herself or anything, obviously. Yeah. So I don't think she's a star in that way. She's not a star. I think it's all about superstar.
Wow moments. Like all the queens, when I think about...
right. Yeah.
When I think about all the queens that have ever won, I always think there's always a wow moment for
Yes, exactly. That's what I mean. That's what I was missing from Shanj.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm definitely missing wow moments. And actually the only person in that top 4 for me with proper wow moments is Naomi.
Yes, exactly. That's why I think she should win.
I wouldn't mind.
I feel like Trinity had a wow moment with Caitlyn.
It wasn't wow.
It was good.
Wow.
It was really good. It was very good.
You said it was probably like
my favorite Snatch Games. Yeah, I totally think so. Yeah.
I don't think it was as iconic.
Yeah, is it gonna get meme? Are you gonna get like memes of it in 5 years' time?
Probably not.
No.
I think but that's I think it would be such a coup if Naomi won with one win.
Just because
you really think so?
I think it would be a bit of a weird thing of like you've gone through 9 weeks of a competition.
No, but that's not fair because the thing is not about wins because she performed highly in all challenges. Multiple times she should have won, but she wasn't crowned the winner. And loads of people think that it's not just me for once. Yeah, but should we move on? Anything else to talk about this episode specifically?
No. What the kids saying?
Bob, can you catch up for me?
Oh, good.
Whilst I'm hosting.
I can't see.
Okay, so should we share our special little secrets? Charisma, uniqueness, love, and talent.
Oh yeah.
Let's get them out for lads.
Yeah, people are talking about the potential twist involving the 3 current All Stars.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? It shows you on the preview.
Yeah.
What
well, I'm down for that. Oh, do you not?
No.
Never mind. Just don't worry about it.
I don't know, because I mean there have been like shots of like I don't know other queens doing stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah, no actual spoilers.
No, I mean I don't know anything about what's happened.
No.
It's just yeah.
Okay, so charisma. You guys play along as well. You know what you're doing by now.
What even happened this episode?
Everyone but the person who wrote that script. charisma goes to. Oh, there wasn't a lot of charisma in this episode. I'm not gonna lie.
Mine's Naomi.
Yeah.
Like she was like charismatic as a character. She's charismatic during acting generally, like off camera and stuff. With like stuff she kept. What did she say to like she said like she read like a part of the script which wasn't speech, right? Like a off camera thing. What she said, she's like, now there's a pause or something like that. She said it like as if it was part of the script. Like it's funny. And during the judging, she was really sweet as well, like crying and shit.
I'm gonna give my charisma to Trinity.
No, Monique.
Oh, Monique.
I said Monique, didn't I?
You said Naomi.
Shit, I meant Monique. Sorry, charisma. Monique.
So
Sorry.
Confused, yeah.
Racist.
Sorry, I meant Monique. I don't know why I said.
And I'm the racist.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna give mine to Trinity. Oh, actually, no, Monique. How could I? Yeah, how could I
That's
not
what I'm
give Monique? Yeah. I have to give Monique.
Yeah, because I was thinking Monique, but then you said Naomi.
That's right. I meant Monique. I don't know why I said Naomi.
Yeah,
So let's just talk about Naomi. So all Monique.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Kurt's giving it to Monique as well. So is Hayden. Oh no. Wait, Hayden's doing the whole thing. Okay. Uniqueness.
I'm gonna go for Latrice for her unique approach.
No, I can't. Even as a joke, I can't handle it.
Her unique approach to costume, like choosing her costume for the runway, which is literally just like pick whatever's nearest to you and try and justify it.
Man, that dress was fucking unique.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you going for?
I'm going. I have to say the same.
Oh,
It
God,
was so
okay.
choices.
I'm going for.
No, I'm gonna say the writer of the fucking script.
That's my nerve. Yeah.
That's actually nerve though. Why is that uniqueness?
Oh, for fuck's sake!
We're on uniqueness, guys.
Okay, Latrice.
For uniqueness.
Yeah, for her
Unique look.
take.
Okay, I'm going Michelle for her judges banter with sexy the titties. I thought that was really funny.
And she looked really cool.
Yeah, I really liked that a
She
lot.
looked
I thought that was proper
gorgeous.
funny. Very nice in real life, actually, guys. If anyone was wondering.
What's that? You met her?
Wow.
I didn't.
How
I
many
haven't heard
times
this
we have to
story.
bring it up?
Go to my
How many
Instagram.
times?
Go to my Instagram, everyone. Nerve.
The script writers. First.
You gave it. Wait, did you give? Oh no.
Give
Okay.
uniqueness to
Okay.
Latrice.
I'm gonna actually give it to the producers for like airing this as well.
Fair. Yeah.
For like the editors for deciding that
Yeah,
we've done.
they still decided like this is shit, but let's put it out there.
Yeah.
Not like let's redo this because we made a mistake.
I'm giving it.
I mean, this is giving me Brexit vibes all over.
Oh, sorry.
So-
I didn't catch up. Sorry. Hayden's giving you to Trinity, Suitikin, Monique. Cool. And Nerve, I am giving to Monet for thinking she did well when she didn't. And I reacted
That's
everything.
so awful. I thought you were going to say
Stand
for
by.
going as
Fairground-
misfit into a cat pie.
No, I like that. I was into that.
Hayden's description of that dress as a fairground ride dress is perfect.
Yes.
It's so
Yeah.
perfect.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Sorry, no, people's no. Yeah, Hayden. Yeah, Latrice for wearing that
What is
fairground
that?
ride dress. Suitikin, Latrice as well. Kurt is giving it to Naomi for thinking she could do a big part in the challenge. Yeah, that's fair. Talent.
talent.
Oh, I was going to use that mine.
Oh.
Still hasn't
Honestly,
given me.
Felicity Huffman, because she's an incredible actress.
No.
She is a great actress.
No, I just love
No,
like,
we can't give it to her for this episode. It's got to be the context of this episode.
She's the only one with a fucking talent in that.
Oh, have you not seen Michelle on Broadway? Because I have.
And then you met her.
Exactly.
Look, even Michelle Visage would agree that Felicity Huffman is a better actress than she is. I'm sorry.
No, because she got turned down for Sexy My Titties. Michelle got the part over her.
No,
No,
it
she-
was
Felicity
the
Huffman got the
opposite,
point. The
idiot.
point.
Oh no, okay, fine. She gets a talent for
Oh
that
my
then.
god.
Okay.
Hayden's thing as well. Imagine try explaining that acting challenge to straight people.
I didn't understand it.
No one
Yeah,
understands.
no, we know.
Doesn't
No one
make
understands
any
it.
sense.
It transcends sexuality. So I missed people's talent because the comments have gone off the screen, so we have to zoom in 500% for Yaz. So put your talent again, please.
I don't even
Yaz.
think I haven't done my talent. I don't even know who I would give that to.
Spills is giving it to no one, which I think I might have to go for as well. I'm leaning towards that.
Hayden. is fair.
Yes, I love her, and Grant absolutely has no idea who anyone is. Not
Alright.
even the people who's sitting on this couch.
Honestly, no idea who these people are in my flat, but I'm here
Hey.
for it. I like it.
Just invite some
It's
strangers.
nice to
back.
have people here, you
I
know.
love that, like, Grant could be walking in the street and he could pass by, like, Barack Obama, like,
I like Barack
Mick
Obama.
Jagger,
Don't know who he is.
and, like, fucking, I don't know, like, probably even Lady Gaga. he would
Don't
not
know her.
know. He would not recognize
I reckon that's Michelle
any
Obama.
major fucking actor or celebrity or singer or whatever, because he lives in his little video game world. And
Where are you coming for me and my
I
alternative
think
lifestyle?
it's beautiful.
Thank you. There
You
you
would
go.
never get starstruck by anything but Lebanese Zelda.
Lebanese Zelda. Where are you? Please let me meet you. Yeah. Oi, I'm representing Monique. Don't bully me.
I still can't even think of. I can't think of one for talent.
Stunning.
I'm gonna maybe go to Ross for somehow getting something out of him.
No. Oh, actually, fair.
Ross could have fucking burned that to the ground.
He should have.
Yeah.
He should
Good
have.
point.
He should have.
Yeah.
If I was a director, I'd be like, guys, I'm actually sorry. I quit. I can't. Sorry. What was this postage? I can't. Sorry, I hate you.
Yeah, that was really funny.
And in fact, there's a great moment as well where, yeah, like my favorite thing from that whole episode
That's true, sick.
is Naomi like mouthing the word "post it" and like looking shocked.
That was really funny. But she did it
Like-
before like 4 other things though. She kept using like the
Yeah,
same
she's
sort of
getting
thing. Yeah.
everything. But I really enjoyed
That was funny.
That was
Actually, on that note, I want to give my talent to Naomi, not for that, but for her like the creative approach to the runway. Like she just said, she like, sort of
Oh yeah,
a twist
that
on a
was
twist
good.
on a
Yeah,
twist
yeah,
sort of thing. Like it was so far removed
Yeah,
from the
well,
actual thing. Yeah, and she gave me a twist. It wasn't my favorite runway, but I think it was the most clever approach to the challenge. Oh my god. Cool.
Yeah.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
Should there recommendations?
Yeah.
You got anything in mind? I got something in mind.
Yeah, I has already said it to you guys, but I really liked Velvet Buzzsaw.
Oh yeah,
Um,
Hayden recommended that as well.
yeah, that was really cool. And what else? I think that's about it for me today. Cheers.
Well done.
So proud.
Very proud of
Talent
you.
is going to you.
Love that.
Thank you.
Okay, go on.
I don't really. I watched the Fire documentary.
Well, after dancing, I watched it as well.
Yeah.
It was good, but it's not the best documentary I've ever seen.
Yeah, I know. I can't really think of anything else I've engaged with there recently.
You had your thing. You had your moment.
Raven Simonier is having a vision.
Exactly. You're a lesbian.
The people going to say in the paper, I saw it like.
Oh yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Mhm.
And Olivia Colman, and I love her.
Let
And
me
watch
look up
her
Gia's
TED
catalog.
speech
I'm
on
looking it up.
BAFTA. She's so cute.
Look up Gia's catalog. It's been recommended to me twice now, and I'm not missing this opportunity.
I've had it with being
I'm
ignored.
not even follow her.
Oh, he didn't even follow Gia.
Oh, it is
God.
cool.
Whatever.
That's pretty cool. I don't really get how it's that cat like. It's just because it's playing with the ball of yarn. I don't know.
I'm into it. It's not as good as Miller's, to be fair. Miller's is far better.
Yeah.
But I do like
I think
it.
Naomi's is better.
Oh, it's
For
cool.
someone who says they're a fan of Gia and
She's got a little cat.
she didn't even follow her on Instagram.
I don't really use social media. I don't have enough of a
Oh,
life.
always
Russian
saying
doll.
follow me
I've
on
been meaning to
social
watch that.
media.
That's because I would use it if people follow me. I've got no
Oh, for
followers.
fuck's sake.
That's my shit. My recommendation is I was like slightly messaged it to you earlier. Not earlier, a few days ago. Jojo off of Get Out Leave, Too Little Too Late. That's the one.
I love her.
Do you love us? I'm gonna message you. I'm like, I don't think anyone else is gonna care about it. So I can put it in the group. But she's re-recorded her first 2 albums with new production and new vocals, and I'm fully here for it.
And it's
Very
actually
good.
me singing in the background. Yes, I told you
Okay,
about my
great.
project.
Yeah, so that's my recommendation.
Are
Go
the,
support JoJo. Plus, we saw her live and she was great.
are the new versions of her album though just a little too late?
Yeah.
Her
There's a story behind
ass
it.
is magnificent.
Yeah, we saw her in real life. True. Like she looked. Did you see a picture on
Just
Instagram?
No.
Honestly, she looks so good.
Think body.
Guys, go to my Instagram.
She looks
honestly, like the best
incredible.
looking I've seen any female in real
Her
life.
body looks better than Trinity's, and that's saying a lot.
Body like power.
When did we see her? There you go.
I probably did like her.
Oh,
actually.
I
you
have
can't see the
another
whole thing.
That is
recommendation.
cool. She does look cool.
I really like the new Lizzo song.
I put it on the group. No one commented on the juice. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's that- what?
We all saw her live. And I posted that new Lizzo song twice on our group.
It's a great song.
It's good about juice.
Jeez.
But no one commented on it. Like no one replied about it.
Oh.
I'm like, okay.
Get your
Russian
juice.
doll is
Why are you
pretty
mad, though?
good. I prefer what follows the Russian doll. Where's Dan? Yeah, Dan's like bailing. It was his birthday, so he's bailed. Plus the next 2 weekends he can't make as well.
Neither can I.
So
that I might get. We know the lyrics.
So many lyrics.
Yeah.
No, Kurt, stop wondering that.
Blame it on my juice.
Cool. Okay, right. Good job,
Blame it on
everyone.
my
What a
juice.
stream. This is a stream for the ages. It'll
Don't
go
blame
down
it on
in
juice.
all the history books.
Tell your boy to leave my DMs.
I'm so... Is that a lyric? Okay, great. Yeah, I'm so happy that we could all experience this together. Don't ever change. Not you guys, I mean people in the chat.
Cheers.
Cheers. Sayonara. Bye-bye, everyone. Love you.
I don't.